Hi, I'm Dr. Mindy, and I have been committed to serving amazing healthcare to my community for 18 years. And in those 18 years, I've been working on constantly upgrading my services, getting more information into patients' hands. I am actually completely obsessed with trying to give people the tools so that they can not just be healthier today, but that they can be healthier for the rest of their life if they choose to do that. So in the last week, I've actually done a massive reset of my office. I've torn down walls, I've rearranged things so that I can continue to not only give great service, but that we can actually upgrade what we're delivering. It's very much like your health. When you go to make a change in your health, in the beginning they seem small, but if you do a step after step after step, eventually what ends up happening is that your whole health will blossom and your life will transform. So I want to invite you into my office and I want to show you what we've been doing. So come on in. So you'll notice that we're still under construction here in the office, and one of my philosophies is that when your vision is there, you have clarity on where you want to go, you don't wait for the perfect time. So just like we're still under construction here, your life may still be under construction before you're ready to actually make that first step. But there really is never the perfect time to start the journey of health. You just got to hop on and put the first step forward, and you'll find that each step gets a little bit easier and a little bit easier. I want to share something with you that's really near and dear to my heart, and really what motivates me every day and gets me out of bed and gets me moving forward in this message out to people. One of the greatest parts of my job is that I get to really get involved in people's lives. I'm not just an innocent bystander that sits back and watches people's lives. I always tell patients that I am like the doctor that links arms with you and we do health together. Everything that I recommend to you, I'm doing on my own. And over the years, there are some people that have just really crawled into my heart, and one of them was a woman that came to me 10 years ago. And if you're a mom, you could probably resonate with this, that as most great moms do, they're always putting their kids ahead of them. They're always, how can I help my kids before they help themselves? And this woman came in on one day 10 years ago because she wanted me to see if I could help her with her daughter's allergies. And when she came in and she sat in my waiting room, her hair was very, very short, almost completely bald. I had never seen her before, and I sat down and I met with both she and her daughter, and it turns out that the mom had been given a diagnosis of cancer, and she had just gone through chemotherapy. And as I started to investigate a little bit more and understand her process and her journey, I think it's something that we all can learn from. She was a typical mom who was just working mom, taking great care of her kids. She had an amazing career. She had a beautiful home. She had done what I call check the boxes. She had done all the different things that we are striving to do in our life in order to be successful. And at 40 years old, she went and got a mammogram on the recommendation of her OB. She felt fantastic, no symptoms at all. And when she got the results of the mammogram, it turned out that there was cancer in one breast and throughout her whole body. It had actually metastasized to parts of her spine, a few different organs. And they immediately went into, she had a mastectomy, they went into chemotherapy, and they rushed in with all their medical services that they possibly could to halt the cancer. And this day when she sat in my office, I had a talk with her about, has anybody taught you how to read a label? Has anybody told you that your nutrition could be suppressing your body enough that it's causing you to have an immune system that's depleted, that's allowing the cancer to grow? Has anybody sat and given you instructions on the toxins in your household? Do you know that you have this amazing power inside of you that can fight so many things? And what I found was that nobody had ever talked to her before. Nobody had ever given her this tool set. So for 10 years, she and I have been on this journey together. She has an approach to her health called No Stone Unturned. And so we just kept turning stones, and she looked at everything from what she put in her hair to what she put into her mouth. She tried every herb. She looked at all the different courses that she possibly could. And she kept working on building her body and making it stronger. Well, I'd love to say that the ending of the story is perfect and that she's 100% now, but she's not. And she's actually, her body's starting to fail her 10 years later. And I was with her 2 weeks ago. And she and I have been on this journey for so long together that we've had so many conversations about health and so many days where we've sat and analyzed how we can stop the cancer rates that are growing. And I looked her in the eye 2 weeks ago as I sat by her bedside, and I asked her, I said, I have one question for you. And she looked at me like, okay. And I said, knowing everything you know, being on this journey for 10 years, what is it that, where can I put my efforts? How are we going to ever stop the rate of cancer from growing, and how are we going to stop people from getting sick? And she said, she looked away and she said, it's a really good question. She said, let me think about it. And she closed her eyes, was kind of thinking for about 30 seconds, and she opened her eyes and she looked me like piercing right into my eye, and she said, Mindy, people have to be willing to do the work. They have to put the time in on their health before they get the diagnosis. And if they get the diagnosis, they have to go into action and start doing the work now. You can't rely on the best chemotherapy. You can't rely on the magic pill. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is your own internal healing power. And you have to be willing, people have to be willing to do the work to maximize that. And so when people ask me why I do what I do, I know from coaching so many people for 18 years that figuring out what that means, where is that work, should I be wheat-free, should I not be wheat-free, is sugar good, is sugar bad, what oil should I be eating, all of that can be so confusing. So in honor of her, I am dedicating my time, my energy, my passion to teaching people how to do the work so that they can get on a path that doesn't just help them today, but that helps them 10 years from now, 20 years from now, because you get to choose your direction. That's what she would tell you right now. If I had gotten her 10 years, if we had worked together 10 years prior to her diagnosis, I am absolutely convinced that she wouldn't be going through what she's going through right now. So my first step in this is what we call Reset Your Health Makeover, and it's going to be next Saturday, February 7th. And it's the most extensive time period that I spend with people to teach them the steps that they need, the nutrition they need to be doing, the fitness they need to be doing, the key tools that you need so that you are not building disease in your body, so that you are getting better day after day after day, that you are controlling your own destiny. So please join me. There's an Eventbrite link here on the side. Click on it. Please join me. This event is not about selling you anything. This event is about educating you. Like I said, that it is my life's mission from this point forward to teach people how to do the work. And I want to teach you. And there's simple steps. It's not confusing. It's not time consuming. Most people leave my workshops and they go, oh, I love it. I didn't know it was going to be so easy. So whatever you're doing, I don't care if you have a soccer game, I care if you had a book club. Like, to me, there is nothing more important than your health, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Nothing in your life is going to work if you don't have your health. And avoiding a crisis is so much easier if you do the work now. So I hope that helps you. Please reach out. Let me know how I can be of service to you. And sign up for click on the Eventbrite, join us for this amazing event. I know that you'll be thankful that you did. And as always, I'm here for you, and stay focused on your health. Do it now, do the work now, keep resetting your health, keep asking questions, whatever it takes to point yourself in a direction that looks free of disease. So thanks for taking the time. I hope that was helpful, and keep resetting your health.